hauling freight. Red and green and brown and blue, they're the really useful crew. All with different roles to play, round trips with sheds so far away. Down the hills and round the bends, Thomas and his friends.
Goodbye, Fat Controller. Early one morning, Percy arrived at Knapford Station with the mail train and noticed a very unusual group of passengers outside the Fat Controller's office.
Oh, bother that telephone. Excuse me.
The Fat Controller won't still be here, will he?
No, he won't be here. I'll find out when he's going.
Well, the sooner he's gone, the better, so we can get started.
As soon as Percy saw Thomas, he told him what he had heard.
That's what they said, Thomas. The sooner he's gone, the better. The Fat Controller won't be here. He must be leaving the island of Sodor.
But where is he going? And who will manage the railway if he's gone?
By that evening, all the engines were talking about it.
Well, I, for one, will miss him when he goes.
So will I. Even though he does get very cross sometimes.
Especially with Thomas.
Not just with me.
He usually has a good reason to get cross. One way or another, we're always causing confusion and delay.
Oh, maybe that's why he's leaving. Because of us.
But we can't just let him leave. We have to convince him to stay.
Yes.
Good idea.
So the next morning, the engines set out, determined to make the Fat Controller want to stay.
Good morning, sir. I've delivered all the mail extra early today.
Oh, well done, Percy. Gordon? Oh, it's rather early for the express. Your passengers haven't even begun to arrive. James? Thomas? What's going on? Is my watch wrong? Or is there some confusion with the timetable?
Oh, no, sir.
No, there's no confusion, sir.
And there won't be any delays either.
I see. Well, you'll all have to wait a while for your passengers.
That's all right.
We don't mind waiting, sir.
We're just doing our best to make this a very, very good railway.
Right, I'd better double-check the schedule.
All day long, the engines worked hard to keep everything running smoothly.
Diesel?
Why don't you be more careful? You're nearly... sorry, Emily. Sorry, sir. I'm trying very hard not to be confusing or delayed.
Do you know what's going on today, Henry? All the engines are behaving in a most peculiar fashion.
They're just showing you how happy they are that you're running the railway, sir.
Oh, well, I'm happy too, Henry. I do love this railway.
That's what he said. He said he was happy and he loves this railway.
So, he's not leaving after all?
I don't suppose he would be, Percy. Not if he's happy.
It must have all been an honest misunderstanding. You probably misheard what those people were saying.
Percy hoped Thomas was right, but he wasn't really sure what to think. as he set out that night to take the mail train. The next morning, he arrived at Knapford Station and saw something very surprising indeed.
We'll come back for another lot in a minute. We have to clear everything.
Percy raced back to Tidmouth Sheds to tell the others.
He is leaving! I saw them. They're taking all his things away.
Saw who, Percy? Slow down.
The Fat Controller is leaving. He may not want to, but those men were taking all his things out of his office. Even the telephone.
The telephone?
He loves that telephone.
Oh, so they really are throwing him out.
We'll have a new controller, I suppose.
No, we won't. We won't let them send the Fat Controller away. We'll go on strike until they agree to let him stay on the island.
On strike? You mean we won't do any work or pull any trains?
That's right. We'll cause confusion and delay.
Good idea, Thomas.
Where are all my engines? The passengers are getting cross and saying what a bad railway this is. Oh, there's trouble in the shed, sir. The engines are refusing to come out.
Sodor needs the Fat Controller.
No, he can't go. No, he can't go.
The Fat Controller is our friend.
No, he can't go. No, he can't go.
There he is!
What on earth is going on? Quiet! Be quiet, all of you! Now, could someone please explain the meaning of this outrage?
This strike was my idea, sir.
Without you, the railway just wouldn't be the same.
But
We don't want you to leave Sodor, sir.
I'm not leaving Sodor. I'm not going anywhere.
But Percy saw the men clearing your office.
They were taking everything away.
Even your telephone.
That's because my office is being redecorated.
Redecorated?
That's right. I'll have to work in a temporary office until they finish repainting and decorating.
Redecorating?
So that's what's going on.
Sorry, but I thought...
Oh, I know what you thought, Percy, but you got it all wrong. Now, if you wouldn't mind, we still have a railway to run.
Yes, sir. I'm on my way.
Sorry, folks. This one's full.
There was still a lot of confusion and delay after the morning's disruption. But the engines all tried to be really useful and get the railway back on schedule again. While the men worked to redecorate his office, the Fat Controller worked in his temporary office.
Oh, bother that telephone.
In a shed.
Hello? What? How could that happen? That sounds like a lot of confusion and delay.
It's like you never left.